Those tender kisses that we first shared under the moonlight, when I first dared to take you in my arms, hold you close and say that I love you. And I heard you say in your shy little way that you love me too. And since that moment, my life was yours. And through the seasons, our love endures. Though the ups and downs of life, ins and outs of life might go on, still you make my life complete. And it's only you that I love. Since that moment, my life was yours. And through the seasons, our love endures. Though the ups and downs of life and in outs of life might go on, still you make my life complete. And it's only you that I love. Still you make my life.
Hello, Pally.
Today is January 25th, 2019.
And INFocus starts right now. Welcome to INFocus. I'm Noor Navaid.
And I'm Ori Nirpaz.
There's a lot going on around campus.
Here's some important announcements from today's campus bulletin.
Furloughed federal workers may finally receive their pay after a statement by President Trump. We'll fill you in.
Palo Alto City Council makes a new decision about the proposed Caltrain rail corridor. We'll tell you how this might affect Pali students.
All that and more is coming up on today's show. Future STEM leaders will be hosting Leah Witkowski next Thursday, January 31st in room P4 during lunch. Students can enjoy free pizza and hear Witkowski's the science policy analyst at Innovative Genomics Institute talk about CRISPR-Cas9 gene editing. Tonight from 6 to 8 p.m., there will be an open gym for boys volleyball. Anyone who is interested in the program, JV or varsity, is welcome to attend.
Students interested in a gap year should note that today is the last day to apply for the Global Citizen Year program and its Merit Scholarship for Palo Alto graduates. Check out the scholarship entry in Naviance or contact Ms. Cernobary to learn more. Students who have not already ordered the 2019 edition of Modrano can still order one for $75 until February 1st. After that, the price increases to $90. Orders can be made on the Pali web store, or students can swing by the ASB bookkeeper's office in the Tower building. Cash, check, or debit card are accepted.
Moving on now from what's going on around campus to what's happening in the world and locally today.
Let's take a look at what's topping today's headlines in today's News Minute.
While we were all enjoying lunch, the government shutdown ended, at least temporarily. President Trump made an announcement today that compromised with Congress to allow furloughed workers to receive their back pay by passing a continuing resolution that will last 3 weeks. During this time, Congress and President Trump hope to reach common ground and pass a new budget. If not, there is a possibility that the shutdown would resume.
Police have called off the search for missing Argentine footballer Emiliano Sala and the pilot of the plane in which he traveled. Sala's plane disappeared off the Channel Islands Monday while he was en route to Cardiff to join the city's soccer club. All contact was lost with the plane during the flight. The news comes after authorities searched the English Channel for 3 days.
Despite widespread recognition that Palo Alto urgently needs to reconfigure its 4 rail crossings to accommodate increasing train traffic, the city's elected leaders remain paralyzed by indecision when it comes to identifying a set of preferred designs. Tuesday night, members had their first chance since last summer to winnow down 6 options for reconfiguring the rail intersections at Churchill Avenue and 3 other locations. Having failed at reaching a decision on grade separation by the initial deadline at the end of 2018, city staff revised the timeline and is now aiming for a decision by spring. A number of people take the train up and down the bay to get to work, to an event, or to get back home.
In France in 1924, a large group of spectators traveled to the French Alps to witness the first Winter Olympics. Max
Bonstetter is here now with that story.
How did these games come about, Max?
They came about good. In 1924, the first Winter Olympics took place at Chamonix in the French Alps. Spectators were thrilled by the ski jump and bobsled, as well as 12 other events involving a total of 6 sports. The International Winter Sports Week, as it was known, was a great success, and in 1928 the International Olympic Committee officially designated the Winter Games staged in St. Moritz, Switzerland, as the second Winter Olympics. 5 years after the birth of the modern Olympics in 1896, the first organized international competition involving winter sports was staged in Sweden. Called the Nordic Games, only Scandinavian countries competed. Like the Olympics, it was staged thereon every 4 years, but always in Sweden. In 1908, figure skating made its way into the Summer Olympics in London, though it was not actually held until October, some 3 months after the other events were over. Well, that's all from me. Back over to you.
Thanks, Max. The Olympics are a great display of international athletics.
But Palo Alto sports teams are displaying their athletic talents every day.
Trey Bishoping is in the studio now with the latest in Pali sports news. Trey, I heard we have a few away basketball games today.
That's right. Varsity and JV basketball teams will be on the road looking to bring home a big W. Boys basketball travels to Homestead today, with JV tipping off at 3 p.m., followed by varsity at 7:45. Meanwhile, the girls' JV basketball team visits Santa Clara at 4:45, and the girls' varsity takes the court at 6:30. That's all for me. Back over to you.
Thanks for that, Trey.
Our meteorologist Anushka Sharma is in the studio now with today's weather report.
Anushka, what can we expect out there?
Hi, I'm Anushka with today's weather report. So today we can expect weathers of 64 degrees for tomorrow and this weekend, with a low of 46 degrees Fahrenheit and about a humidity of 55 degrees. However, you don't have to worry about the rain. On Sunday, it should be about the same, with 67 as a high and 46 as a low. And then Monday will be a little bit more cloudy, with 64 as a high and 48 as a low. Now let's go to the 5cast with this week's temperatures. It's looking like it's going to be about mid to high 60s all week, with no rain except for on Wednesday, and the lows are about mid to high 40s. Now for the Bay Area temperatures. The San Francisco and Palo Alto are about the same, with Palo Alto being a little bit warmer as usual. Oakland about the same as San Francisco, which is about 63 as a high and 43 as a low. And then San Jose is about the same as Palo Alto as well, with about a 64 high and a 40 low. That's all from me. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks for that, Anushka. Well, that does it for today's episode.
Be sure to visit our website to check out old episodes, check the bulletin, or to send us an email.
Until next time, have a great day, Pally.